We are back. And if you just join us, we have the irrepressible Mr. Buddy Hackett with us tonight,
Yeah.
Charlie Callis, Dr. Keith Sennert.
Saynert.
Excuse me.
Saynert.
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 That doctor is with us. And we'll see us
Sometime.
presently. And Roz Clark and this lady, whom I really adore. She was a superstar, I think, before that word was used out here in Hollywood, and she's really kind of been away from the screen for about 8 years. But if you've seen any of her pictures, she's an incredible actress. Here's some: Roman Holiday, Sabrina Fair, Funny Face, Love in the Afternoon, Breakfast at Tiffany's, The Nun Story, My Fair Lady, and we could sit here and read a long list. And this is the first time she's been on the show. And would you believe I'm a little nervous?
Yes?
Really? What?
Not to put you down at all. I mean, I would believe that because I would feel the same way. She's kind of very, very special.
She's a special lady.
She's delicate.
Not you. Yes, that's the word I was going to use.
Delicate.
Delicate. Would you welcome, please, Miss Audrey Hepburn. How are you?
All right.
You looked super last night.
Yeah.
You really did. I must tell you, my wife, Joanna, whom you met briefly the other night
have
at
a
Swifty
beautiful
Lazard.
wife.
Thank you. She is beautiful, isn't she?
Lovely.
She is an unabashed fan of yours. Absolutely. She wanted me to tell you that.
Thank you.
Privately. Now I've done it publicly. It'll probably embarrass her. But you gave that show last night a lovely, lovely quality about it. And you don't appear too much in public anymore, do you? I mean, you've been away from the screen for what, really, about
About
8 years?
8 years.
And now you've done Robin and Marian with
Right.
Sean Connery.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you miss it at all? I mean,
Well, I had so many other things to do, which I liked so much. I didn't really miss it, no.
yeah. I would guess
It was
you're
fun,
rather.
though.
I would guess you're a rather private person, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
And can stay away from.
That's why I'm sitting here with everyone.
Well, no. Well, we were delighted you're here. I have not seen Robin and Marian yet, but from the people I've talked with who have seen, they
You can see it tomorrow.
Really? Is it official opening tomorrow?
Tomorrow, everywhere.
All over the country?
All of the country.
Yeah. This is back in Robin and Marian. You're talking about Robin Hood and Maid Marian, right?
That's right.
What?
Do you always do the gesture when you say his name? The little bow and arrow gesture? I think that's nice. Robin Hood. I think that's good.
I was just saying that for a moment, as I told you, I was a little nervous having Audrey here today, and I was trying to think of Robin
Call him
Hood.
Robin
I'm
Bow
much
and
more
Arrow.
nervous than you.
No, and I couldn't
'Cause
think
you're
of...
used to this, I'm not.
I'm not
Imagine
used to
how
having
I
you here,
feel.
though. How do you feel, really?
Huh? Well, your hands are cold, so am I. Mine are a bit clammy, though.
No, they're not clammy.
Okay.
And even if they are, who cares? I met your husband. You're married to a psychiatrist, right?
You think we should hold hands while you talk about my husband?
No, I wondered if is a psychiatrist able to... he may find some deep meaning there that I'm not aware of. They say that it's like being married to a doctor. They say that they find it difficult to handle their own problems sometimes. But having a psychiatrist as a husband, does that mean that if you ever have little spats and frictions, as we've all had in our marriage... I had a live-in psychiatrist who had had an army cot in the garage during my marriages, and we called him at any hour of the day or night. But you know what I'm saying? When you have a little... Does he come on kind of strong and saying, because I'm a psychiatrist, therefore I know what is happening here and you should listen to me?
But surely you know that doctors never take care of their own families, and least of all of themselves.
Yeah.
You know, they're great with their patients, but they don't want to take care of their family.
Yeah. Well, do they try? I mean,
No,
would they have any more insight? They get too close to it, right?
no. I don't think, I don't think there's any difference in if you were not a psychiatrist.
Yeah. That's
We're
interesting.
we're two people, and
Now, we talked about this, and I don't know whether you want to talk about it tonight, but it was in the newspapers. Your husband underwent a near kidnapping some time ago. True?
Right.
That made the papers, and it was kind of frightening. We talked about it briefly the other night at the party. That
Well,
is...
he's all right now, and he's here with me, and he's perfectly well, but it was a terrible shock, yes.
Yeah. That's something that seems to be happening, I don't know, more in other countries than it is in this country. I mean, those kind of kidnappings for ransom for some reason.
I don't know what the reason is, but I suppose it's...
And he got clobbered, did he not? Over the...
Yeah. They fortunately did not knock him out.
Right.
He was able to save himself. But...
Yeah. Somebody described you once, I think you described yourself as the unbitterest person in the world.
I did.
Yeah.
I have nothing to be bitter about, I guess.
Really? Don't you ever get mad at people? Or...
Oh, that's different, but that's not bitterness. I mean,
Yeah.
you get mad.
What do you call being bitter? I mean...
Bitter? Something rather different. It's being terribly sort of cynical and unhappy about something, which is different than to being angry, perhaps. So.
I find well, this is probably a cliche again, a lot of cynical people in this town. Do you?
Not particularly, not more than anywhere else.
You're right. See, I go either way. If they say, I say, you're right, I've noticed that. I want to make this easy. I have no argument at all. Now, you've been described as winsome and ladylike, and you've played delicate, as Ed said, you're delicate type of roles.
Didn't you see me try to knock out Sean Connery in the movie?
No, I haven't seen that. Now,
Nothing delicate about that, I sure.
Did you play a kind of a hellcat in this picture?
I nearly knocked him out. He knocks me out, of course, because he's bigger than I am. But I did try.
Well, you know what I'm saying now. I mean, did you ever want to play you were never built up as a sex symbol like some of the ladies in Hollywood have.
Just my luck.
No, you know what I'm saying?
They couldn't.
No, what do you mean they couldn't?
Don't have the figure.
Oh, no, I don't know. I think that's wrong. I mean, not that you don't... No, don't do it. Let me put this in there. Sex... I know where I'm going. You don't really think that somebody to be sexy has to do with just the outer appearance. Seriously, do you?
I wouldn't know about that. I mean, that's up to the others to decide.
Well, what do you think, Ed?
About you, John?
No, not about me. What I'm trying to say is I think sex is an inner quality.
Yes.
A woman can have a lot of sensuality.
Let me tell you, as far as I can see right here, she's a very sexy lady.
And that's what I'm talking about. You see? We got two of us right here tonight.
Yeah.
Let me do this. We're going to come right back. We have a new sponsor tonight. No, it's not a new sponsor. Yes, a new sponsor. I thought it was an old sponsor coming back. We have some of those sometimes. See, you get me all upset and excited here tonight, and I can't do anything. Midland CB radios. And now watch this from C.W. McCall. CB radios from C.W. We are back. Thank you, Doc. We're talking with Audrey Hepburn. We're both settled down now, right? You said now this wasn't as bad as you thought it was going to be.
I had some of your coffee.
Had some of my coffee? It's just coffee. People think for some strange reason that we put alcoholic beverages in here to stimulate us during the show. I do not do that myself. There are
Would you mind?
I won't tell.
You drink this and tell them all what it is.
Well, maybe she doesn't want
You would
to drink out of
believe
here.
this lady.
It's all right. It's terrible. It's tea.
That's right, iced tea. That's all it is. See, now all the terrible things
No
you've
sugar in
implied.
it.
Okay, you want to
sugar.
strike the prop? Now bring out the real stuff? Impressed Audrey at all? Was it fun doing Robin and Marion? Somebody told me that, unlike a lot of pictures where they take a good number of months, it was done on a rather fast pace.
7 weeks.
7 weeks?
Yeah, that's fast.
Yeah, that's almost abnormally fast.
But I think movies are being made much faster
Yeah.
now. You know, I think they have faster film and lighter cameras and
Right.
fewer complications than there were once.
Yeah, and where they used to make
At least
everything...
in my day, it used to take longer.
What even my day? No, but everything was done practically in those days in the studio. They'd create this. Now funny things are done on location.
Oh, this was all done.
Yeah, so you can move right out and you've got the scene and everything right there.
All in the most beautiful forests.
Yeah, where'd you do it?
in Spain, in the north of Spain.
That must be gorgeous. I hear it's a beautiful country.
Lovely medieval castles that are still there,
Yeah.
which we really photographed. So.
We have a film clip, a short excerpt from Robin and Marion. Bobby, why don't you roll that? Watch the monitors here in the studio. We'll give you a short preview. You just jump off of that screen. That's a lovely scene. It's nice to see an old-fashioned love story. Reminds me of my days in Nebraska when we used to go out in the wheat fields.
But you know...
Not quite as romantic as that, unfortunately, but nevertheless, we went into the wheat fields.
That part of the country looks like Nebraska, where you saw the wheat fields.
Yeah?
The miles and miles of wheat.
It's
Nothing
comfy
else.
out there.
Story.
Real comfy. Cornfields are bad. Wheat fields are nice. Somebody told me you also took a tumble making this picture off the horse.
No, I mean, yes and no. It wasn't off the horse. We were in a covered wagon that turned over in the water. And I don't know if you've ever been in a covered wagon that's toppled over in the water, but it's very hard to get out of.
I would guess
And
so.
the water was not very deep, and it seemed awful silly to drown about a yard of water. But that's what nearly happened.
I thought now most people would think that they would have stunt people or stunt gals who would come in. I guess this wasn't
because
considered that dangerous.
It
and
did
just...
not seem, it was not meant to topple over, to turn over, but the level of the ground was uneven, and what was very dangerous is we had a very large horse that panicked and was rearing back on top of us in the water.
You see, now what we've talked about horses?
Right.
So
See,
He was trying to get out of the water.
We have a continuing argument going. I always say that horses are not the brightest animals in the world, and they will panic in a situation like that.
But they're right to panic. It's not stupid.
Really?
A pig would not do that. We have a continuing thing about the horse and the pig. Pigs would not do that. Panic, you say.
Pig wouldn't be there anyway.
Well, you'd look silly going across with two pigs pulling a cub.
Come on, pig.
That's right. Move my pig. That's bad. That's silly, of course. But nobody was injured at all, or was the horse injured?
No, we were bumped about a bit, and the horse wasn't injured, no.
Yeah.
But we were okay. We stopped shooting that day.
Yeah. Now, you won an Oscar for Roman Holiday, right? I've heard now a lot of people keep Oscars in strange places. Somebody mentioned the other night they use them as doorstops. True, because they're very heavy. What do you have? Do you have yours in any particular place?
I have it on a shelf in our playroom, and I see it every day. I'm very proud of it.
You should be. It was a super movie. Are you going to... Are you going to be more active in pictures now?
I don't know, because I'm very active, as we've been talking about before, with my life at home.
Right.
So it depends if, there's not so much the time, but the place, because
Right.
pictures today, as you said before, are made all over the world, and it does involve leaving home,
Right.
which I don't feel like doing.
So if you find something that you like to
If
do,
it's
you
in
might.
some way possible, perhaps near home, then
Just might
then
consider
perhaps
that.
I can.
Hey, I thank you for coming tonight. I know you don't do many of these shows, and it's a delight to have you here. And you're going to be here for about another week or so, you said, around the country? I thank you for being here. I hope you had fun.
Thank you.
It was a great kick for us.
Goodbye.
Thanks, Audrey. It's real style, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Real style. Lovely lady.
Classy lady.
And she was terribly nervous tonight, but so was I. I think for her.
Yeah.
Did I show it at all?
No, you're fine. I like particularly the part when you couldn't
When I showed
remember Robin Hood's last name. I thought that was Robin. I think that's good. It's Robin Hood. I think that's good.
Didn't you ever do that when you
Yes.
can't think of something?
Yeah.
You visualize
Yeah.
it and you Robin Hood, the guy with
Try
the-
this, Mohammed. That's
Okay, we're gonna be back with our guests and some more show. Who do we have as guests, you ask? Well, we have Buddy Hackett, we have
He'll be here.
Charlie Callis, and we have Dr. Keith Sainert.
Say nerd.
Say nerd.
Sainert.
Say nerd.
Now, why do you say the accent is on the last syllable?
He likes it that way.
Say nerd.
It's like say nurse, only say nerd.
Well, that's what Freddie is saying. That's what you were saying.
What?
Why don't we find out what the doctor says when he joins us? It's Sainert.
Sainert.
Why do you keep saying Sainert?
Because sometimes it's Sainert.
No, it's not. Not to the doctor.
According to his book, it is. He's not a doctor all the time.
What has that got to do with
Well, it says on the book. Look at the book. What does it say?
By Keith Sainert?
Nobody mean over here.
Nerd.
What?
Sometimes.
I think it's time for a station break. Well, I'm going to ask the doctor when he comes out, because that man should know, because he's a doctor. What do you two guys know? What are we going to do? Commercial first?
Commercial.
Right. Okay, and then we'll be right back here with Buddy Hackett. Charlie Clark and Dr. Keith Sainert.
I first met Jonathan Winters about 1953 or 54. Jack Parr at that time, believe it or not, was doing a show early in the morning on CBS. And I went in to fill in for him once, and they said, you have a fellow called Jonathan Winters on today. And he came on, and I thought then he was one of the most inventive, off-the-wall comedians I have ever seen, and I still think that. He's just finished a movie called Moon Over Parador with Richard Dreyfuss. He's written a book called Winter's Tales, Stories and Observations for the Unusual. Would you welcome Jonathan Winters? Little pouch there.
Well,
Just a little
you know,
pouch there.
turkeys carry a lot of stuff in front, and it costs them their lives. So I'm carrying everything. I've been carrying it for a long time, and I tell you, you know, it's just since we're on this.
Yes.
I want to be. I'm so thankful, really, to be here at this particular time, because of the book and because I'm alive, and you know, my shoes are corrective. I can feel my toes now. They didn't come through a chiropractor. What is not a chiropractor? You're a colonel. What is it? A general.
Chiropodist or
A
podiatrist.
chiropodist?
Or podiatrist.
Podiatrist. You know, I had too many guys working on my feet. That's why they had to be corrected. But at any rate, I stopped drinking a long time ago.
Oh, yes.
Obviously, I haven't stopped eating, but I stopped smoking. There's so little left. And that's out.
And the feet are out. That's a memory, too.
That's a memory, you know? Yeah. It falls off, and it's gone away. Flies away.
Does it bother you getting older?
No, it doesn't bother me. I'm 62 now, John.
What was it you said one night? You were on the final...
Final glide pad.
Yeah.
It's the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
For those people who are doing a lot of this, get ready. You can't take that can through. It doesn't happen. My stepfather once said to me, if you make 60, you are definitely in the fourth quarter. Yeah. Definitely. Might be OT.
Mm-hmm. You come from a family of...
A small family. I was the only child. I'm glad. I got everything there was to get.
No rivalry?
Not a lot either. No rivalry. No, I fought an attorney, killed him on the spot. He said, you get the kitchen knives. Good. You'll do time for this, and then it was gone.
Anyway, you want to talk about this?
Sure.
I mean, it's called...
Get off of kitchen knives.
You got it.
This was a book, took me 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah. A little slow.
Well, you have a word processor?
No, I don't have a word processor.
See, that's modern now. If you were a kid now, you'd have a word processor.
This is all I got. Yeah. And that's all Lincoln wrote with, you know. I can't type, very honestly. I can't. It's unfortunate. And with the secretary situation, it's a little frightening, you know. The senators are being reported and things. So I thought it's better to stick with a little hand.
Did your wife suggest you should not use a secretary?
Yeah,
was that
right away. She said that ballpoint pen, get on it. And so I went down the basement and between jobs wrote this little 216-page book. And it's a book on short stories, a little poetry, it's reflections, observations. It's not what you call a funny book. I don't want to turn you off on this, but it's reflections, observations, which can be funny.
Pithy comments.
Yeah, pithy. Yeah. Toward the end, it gets pithy. But you can sit, and you know where you sit a lot of times. You can sit there. Here, Margaret, look at here. And
What's your favorite? Anything in here you'd like to...
well, they're all my favorite. That's an ego problem. No.
Before you do that, why don't you find one, and we'll do a commercial.
Okay. I'm just as interested as you are.
Your hands are cold.
Yes, my hands are cold. Hold on to me.
We'll do this, and we'll come right back for our reading corner. All right, friends, now, in our author's corner, this is what is called, this is what I'll call our normal author spot now, and John's going to read from his Random House did this book?
Yes.
A little excerpt from some of your observations.
Okay.
Okay?
Sit right up. Pencils up or pencils down. This is called, How much money did you make today, little man? How much money did you make today, little man? Only 15 cents. I sold an old green bottle I found buried out back of the barn. How much money did you make today, little man? Carried some groceries, 4 big bags of them, for an old woman to her car. She gave me a whole quarter. How much money did you make today, little man? I raked leaves all day long for Mr. Rogers. Took them into an old dirty sheet down to Buck Creek and burned them. Both my hands are sore and full of blisters. Mr. Rogers gave me $1, a silver dollar. Said he'd had it for a long, long time. That's Mr. Rogers cracking nuts. Either that or the fireplace is on fire. How much money did you make today, little man? I washed Grandpa's pickup and then waxed it. Made it look almost new. Grandpa gave me 75 cents and a picture of him in uniform when he was in World War I. How much money did you make today, little man? I shoveled snow all day Saturday and most of Sunday. Would have made a bunch of money, but the handle broke. As it was, almost made $2. How much money did you make today, little man? I didn't make a cent today. Hard to believe, ain't it? I've been hustling ever since I was born. But today I found something better than money. Something I've been looking for a long, long time. Ever since my dad died. No, it ain't money. I found a friend. A real friend. Somebody that don't care whether I got money or not. Last thing she said to me today was, I don't care how much you made today. Little man, I love you and just want to be your wife. It's not to say she doesn't love me. I'm sure she does. And I love her. But we're only kids. And I'll bet you anything, when I grow up and do marry her, first thing she's going to say is, how much money did you make today, little man?
That's nice. That's nice, Pete. Ooh. Yeah. You have described yourself as a 60-year-old kid, right?
Oh, 62, yeah.
62. Do you still
62.
hang on to your childhood
Oh,
possessions?
yeah. I've got my ball mitt, which is really, it's small. It's just, my hand is small, and it just very barely covers my hand. It's an old mitt. Walker Cooper out of St. Louis.
You can't throw it away, right?
No, I can't throw it away.
I've got stuff like that.
I tried to throw it away, and it was thrown back at me.
Yeah.
No, I have marbles. I have a .22 rifle. I have a couple of boxes of soldiers, and I got to tell you one little story, John, especially this time of the year when people are, in the festive mood, and also people with, large pins ready to hit the turkey there in New York and watch it. No, at any rate, no, I was kidding about that. I always wanted to do that as a kid. Go, ooh, watch the big rubber turkey. Terrible. You're a violent child. I stuck it in a real turkey. He went at me. No, when I came home, this is a moment of grief, but for a lot of people, but I came home from the war, and I was just, again, talking about Thanksgiving, like yourself, strafing people there in Philadelphia. But I came home, and I went down the Stone Road, and my mother was there, and I said, you had to cue her a lot, and she was in show business. She was in radio and an actress, but I'd say, Mother, it's me, and her eyes were not Vaseline at that time. And I said, Johnny, your son. I see you. So it was a very demonstrative family, and ran to a lot of the minorities would run and grab each other, but whew, boy, when you're full Caucasian, a lot of times it's back off, So,
full Caucasians are like
Caucasian.
that. Yeah, I know what you mean.
So, and eventually she grabbed me, the bottle dropped, Oh, nice, sweetheart, it is you. And so I went to my room, which about this area in here, bed, wash bowl, and a commode, and place to hang the funny shirts. So I said, Mother, it's great to be home, number one. And I said, where are my toys? There's a long pause. She said, you're 20 years old, dummy. And very sensitive at that time, too. I mean, if you said that had been said to me in the service, and of course, grenade. So I didn't have any grenades, or she'd have been history. So I said, Carol would say, how about your mom? We were a tough family.
You gotta call it as you see it.
You got, because she'd survive. I know her.
Yeah.
And
Tough old lady.
blow her into a tree, come right out with some squirrel, you know. So she said, you're 20 years old. What are we talking about the toys for? And I said, she said, I gave them away to the mission. I said, that's all right. You know, that's okay, the poor kids. But you should have written me. You know, those last hours in Philadelphia, where I discharged. And I said, please, why, you should have let me know. And she said the line I'll never forget. She said, well, sweetheart, how did we know that you were going to survive? So that's when I put her in a home early.
A lot of warmth in that family, huh?
Parents are funny. I know they kid a lot.
Yeah. Let's go back to the very first Thanksgiving.
Oh.
Very first one.
Okay.
How do you manage it was as a pilgrim? I mean,
Well, you have to realize at that time, which I don't think a lot of people do because so many years have passed, they were basically from England, you know, downtown London. And either that or, you know, Southampton. Bye-bye, have a good voyage. Of course, the little boats were kind of a joke, and they went around in circles, and then everybody, so about 7,000 people went, and they moved out. No Evan Roods in those days, gang. You know, so I imagine they got to Plymouth Rock, you know, what it was, around 1620?
Mm-hmm, about that.
Something like that, 1621.
Jamestown, I guess?
Jamestown, good. And guy pointed, that's Jamestown. Yes, it says on the map, Jamestown. Everybody, yeah. And, of course, the boat went right into Plymouth Rock, and they swam ashore. And then they got up on the rock, and everybody prayed, usually on the rock. And those that didn't pray were cuffed around a little bit. And by the minister, you know, hey, don't you believe? You don't believe? You know, so... then, of course, the Indians showed. God bless the Indians. You know, I still have, you know, a lot of love and respect for the Indians, too. They were obviously in just standard, you know, buckskin and feathers. And here are these people, and the Indian would say, of course, that was a Wyandotte, and you could distinguish him from an Algonquin or Iroquois and Seneca. And he was saying, look at the buckles on the dummy. And, of course, it was something for an Indian because he had no buckles. You know, good waist, tight, and maybe a rubber band, but certainly not a buckle. And they'd say, and then the guy had buckles on his shoes. Hey, no wonder they were not wanted right away. And then the buckle on the hat told him that he'd had some special treatment. But that's pretty much Thanksgiving as I remember it.
How do you think the farmer Elwood P. Suggins would feel about Thanksgiving? You know, does he raise turkeys, Mr. Suggins?
Yes. I raised turkeys. In the beginning, we raised turkeys back in the late 30s. We had about 600 of them, and I thought it was early snow, but it was just white turkey. And we just went out there with full shot, about 12 shot, opened up and got a lot of them, and then I had heavy grief over that. And I had heavy grief that I'd kill them birds. So today, we just wait for a Cadillac to come through town. And if they cross the road, the Cadillac belongs to the Cadillac. And I picked one out just for Sunday, right out of the grill. Bird had just like this, you know, had the design on it and everything. But we've taken to eating some small animals. I don't want to go into that.
Mrs. Suggins is still living,
Mrs. Suggins is full of life.
Yeah.
She's bedridden.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. Which works in her favor.
I see.
I give her a box of chocolates.
Good-hearted woman, though.
And a new VSR, whatever thing. She's asked for something special. See movies on it.
Watch some movies, yeah.
Yeah, and she watches that. Yeah. And I watch her, and then we watch the movies together. And I get her to the window so that she can look at the kids. You know, just drag her out of bed and over at the window. Go ahead, look at her. Put it on F6 and put it on CU, close up, you know, and then I drop her out of the window. Kids will play with her for 2 or 3 hours. Yeah.
Well,
they've dragged her around and wore her back off.
yeah, well, I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving and
Thank
give my
you,
best
sir.
to Mrs. Sugden.
I
Sounds
sure
like a
will, honey.
remarkable woman.
Are you watching to it?
Yeah, well, she's probably watching now. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back, honey.
My next guest I have not met, I have seen from afar, as they said. It was interesting. She was in the NBC commissary here a couple of weeks ago and was working on one of the shows in the building, I guess on Dom's show, Lots of Luck. And Mr. DeCordova, Mr. LaSalle, looked across the room and said, "Hey there," which they frequently do. And her name is Suzanne Somers, S-O-M-E-R-S. She's an actress and a model, and she has also written a book of poems. And we thought you might like to meet this young lady, and I'd like to meet this young lady. Would you welcome Suzanne Somers? Come on. Come on, gentlemen, please. It's a young lady's first appearance on the show. Quit acting like a bunch of deviants.
I was so paranoid that I was going to trip on that podium because I'm an ex-model, and I'm an ex-model because I twirled off the one runway.
That's right, and you're never supposed to look down, are they, when you're walking along the runway?
No, you walk straight ahead, but the reason that I'm an ex-model is because I fell off too many runways.
Did you take some spells?
It's really humiliating, too, with the hairpieces, and you come up, and they're to the side, and you're kind of straightening
It's not
up.
classy when you fall
It's
off.
not. It really is not.
We haven't met, that's true, but
No.
you,
I saw you that day.
yes, you were sitting, having one of our wonderful dishes at the commissary and taking oxygen at the same time. And, yeah, I guess you were working Dom DeLuise's show, right?
Yes, that was about the nicest working experience I've ever had. He's
Yeah?
a lovely, lovely man.
Yeah, I was looking through your book today.
Yes?
You write nice things.
Thank you.
Is this something just recent or that you always wanted to do, or? I mean, the poetry.
Well, I did it for the money, you know.
That's nice and honest. That's nice and honest for a change. No great love, I wanted a buck. Wouldn't that be
Girls
refreshing
gotta
if they
eat.
said, "Why'd you make this movie?" We wanted to make a buck.
It's true.
Yeah? Well, what have you done before? You've been on to various other shows,
Yes,
right?
and I thank Rex Reed because I was in American Graffiti, for your nice plug. I played the mystery blonde in American Graffiti. In fact, I was going to, when he said...
See, now, I have not seen American Graffiti yet, so,
Well, this girl that I
Oh, don't
played-
give me one of those things, Rex, like I don't get around. Rex goes, the klutz. I'll see it.
This part that I played is a blonde lady that the central character looks for the entire evening, and she is so unattainable. He never gets
Right.
her. So I was going to come out tonight with a brown paper bag over my head just to keep her completely
Yeah,
unattainable.
that's great. Well, that's a good
Yeah.
credit to be in a picture like that.
Yeah.
And you've
Yeah,
done...
the reason I got it is because I drive well. I mean, I drove all night.
Yeah.
Picture. That was one of the main questions. I've never been asked that on a dramatic interview. Can you drive? And I said,
It's not
"Can
a
I
question that
drive?"
normally comes up. I
That's
mean, you
right.
figure everybody can drive.
That's right.
What else have you done on television?
On television?
Yeah. You done...
Well, I'm very new. I'm just starting. I did a series for 2 years called Man Trap, where it was a women's lib top type show
Yeah.
where we were supposed to attack the male
Oh,
guest.
yeah. That's right. I remember
We
that.
taped that in British Columbia.
That's right. There's somebody else who was on our show once who was going to do that show, and I'm trying to...
Carol
Wayne, I think,
originally did the pilot, and then they had a cast of
Yeah.
regulars. So I was
Where's
a
home for
regular.
you?
Sausalito, California.
Yeah, and you came to Hollywood just to say, I want to be an actress and get into this nutty business?
I came to Hollywood to do lots of... I've been here 1 week.
That's all?
Right.
Our producers waste no time at all.
That's right.
No, Mr. Reed, you see, could really give you more advice. He is involved with a motion picture. What's the best way for this young lady to pursue her career? Do you have any particular questions?
No, but I'll be glad to discuss it with her after the
I
show.
figured you would.
You know, so many people say that.
Well, that brings up a point. You've read about, I suppose, about young girls coming to Hollywood and the so-called, quote, casting couch and
yes.
that myth. I guess it's a myth. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh,
But do
I haven't
Do
been
people-
on a casting couch yet.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't say yet. Oh. No.
That was a slip. I didn't.
Do you find it a difficult town to navigate in at all?
I
to meet
really
people
can't
and-
say because I
Is she that new?
The day that I saw you in the commissary, I said, "Where's Johnny Carson?" Because that was my first day in an NBC studio or in any studio. It was the first time.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
But so far, things are going well.
Yes, that silly part in American Graffiti has just started me working. I wanted to write books. I wanted to write this book, and I just finished another book, and that was my career that I had set out for myself.
Did you take creative writing or something in school? Or?
I went to a Catholic girls' school for 16 years.
You did. That's very strict, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm out.
That's right. That's exactly how it was. Very boring.
This is very interesting. Would you like to do a couple of these little things
Yeah. Well,
for us?
You
had one here that I thought was kind of interesting. Was this the? Let's see. It's called, incidentally, "Touch Me."
Right.
This has to do with.
It has to do with see, my basic philosophy in this book is that people don't touch each other enough, and.
It's always been my. Or they touch themselves too much.
That's what they
That's
say.
that was Onan's problem. He
That's right.
grabbed a hold of himself and fell in love. But when you say touching, you don't mean just physically touching. You mean touch.
I do mean physically. The book deals with communicating, but I mean as far as touching a hand. You can say so much more when you're holding someone's hand. Like I'm holding your hand right now.
Right.
And this means.
Yes.
I mean, this means glad to meet you.
Glad
Doesn't
to
it?
meet you.
Now,
No,
this-
I'll show you. I'll show you what means glad to meet you, Suzanne. No, I know what you mean. Yes, that's like a universal. I suppose when the first two men met each other, they went, "Hey."
That's right. That's right. And people are really afraid to touch. You know,
Especially men.
That's right. I was thinking.
In other
that-
countries, they're not. Men embrace and they say, "Hello, how are you?" And they hug and they kiss. And they don't feel effeminate at all about it. But here, men do.
Italian culture especially. But I was thinking tonight of you and Ed. You've worked together for years, and you're obviously very good friends.
Right.
I've never seen you touch one another.
Well, there's a. See, we had a problem once. No, I know it. I know.
Take it on.
You mean just.
Take it on.
You're like a big bunny. No, I know what you mean. That's
and
true.
You would
That
touch.
gets an even bigger reaction in the comments.
Oh, yes.
That's right.
No, you're right, though.
And you would touch different people in many different ways. Like I would touch Ed McMahon much differently than I would touch you.
Yes.
Well, I was going to say that I would touch Ed McMahon more like a favorite uncle.
Like a favorite uncle. Yeah, I think you're right, though. Didn't they have therapy classes there where they, like at the, what's the place in Southern California? Esalen, where everybody...
That's in Carmel, right.
Yeah.
Now, my book is not a sensitivity awareness type book. This
Mm-hmm.
is communicating, and hopefully you've gotten through the fact that
Right.
we can touch one another by the time we get into this.
All right, why don't you do one of those little...
I would like to read one about beautiful girls because there's a myth that
we have a minute and a half here. Okay, in this spot. Can you do
Okay,
it?
yes, I can do it in 30 seconds. That beautiful girls have it so easy. Really, there's some assaults to being a beautiful girl. There are rules for beautiful girls to abide by. You must notice other women, or you're a snob. And you must let their men alone, because every worthwhile man belongs to someone. So men stand back in deference to their wives, and women stand back to watch their husbands. And only the boors step forward to tell interminable tales and get so close and so enthusiastic that little spitballs fleck your nose. And even the single guys who look special and exciting stand back and give way to the boors, figuring that a girl as beautiful as you are certainly wouldn't have any free time. But you do, lots of it, because there are rules for beautiful girls to abide by.
Hey, that's very nice. Not bad. You ever get lonely? No, I didn't mean that facetiously. Everybody gets lonely when you're in a crowd sometimes.
Oh, sure. I think especially in a crowd.
Yeah.
I mean, is there time to show you the different ways you would touch people?
Do we have Oh. No, sir. What do you mean, no, there's not a way to show how we can touch? We should end up touching tonight and have some kind of communication. We'll come back and touch. Bob Uecker played professional baseball for 14 years. He's currently working for the Milwaukee Brewers as a scout in public relations and as a broadcaster. And since World Series time is when? When's the World Series?
Soon, very soon.
October. We thought we would have...
Your audience is well informed tonight.
What do I know? It's coming up soon. We thought we'd invite Bob to kind of reminisce about some of the great World Series games he's enjoyed watching from the grandstands, like a lot of us. Would you welcome Bob Uecker? Well, it's that time again, World Series time, and your heart must quicken.
Well, of course it is World Series time, and I guess, as I've said before, when the word baseball is mentioned, I guess my name would automatically come to your mind.
Yes, I was watching the news the other night. It was kind of the sports, you know, and it was kind of distressing to see. They did the final telecast from Washington. The Senators are going, I guess, to Texas, are they not? Washington Senators. They had about 1,000 people out for the final game, and it's going to be the first time in 73 years they said that Washington is not going to have a baseball. Is this going to be good for baseball?
Well, there's been a lot of moves that have taken place in baseball, but I think, everybody talks about moving the team. In the case of Washington, I think they should leave the team there and move Washington.
Might have a point. I never looked at it that way, but certainly logical. Somebody gave me some pictures tonight. Are these some of the highlights
Yes.
of your career?
Right.
14 years. How many teams did you play with?
I was with 4. Everybody wanted to take a chance on winning the pennant, of course, so...
You kept going from
Right.
team to team?
Right.
Okay. Let's, I haven't seen these myself. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll hold them up, and maybe you can tell us what they're... They see the monitor up there. Obviously, it's a locker room celebration.
No, this is actually a picture of me getting ready for a game.
You know, don't believe in waiting too long, huh?
No, I hadn't played in a couple days, and to get me ready, why they
Kind of prime you a little bit, huh?
prime me up, right?
All right. Was that actually a pennant winning team at all?
No, not after that picture was
No.
taken.
You were catcher.
Yes, I was. Chaser.
Chaser. Now, that is you down here?
Yes, that's me. That's my hidden ball trick.
What happened in that particular?
Well, I'm sure you've heard the phrase, he had his bell rung.
Yes. And it's chimed for quite a while, doesn't it? Yes. Yes. All right. I'm not quite sure what this is. This is a series of montage of pictures. What does this show?
Well,
I
this,
guess the first picture is where? Up
Right.
here? Yeah.
This, John, you remember when I talked about catching the knuckleball?
Right.
The easiest way to catch it was to wait until it stopped rolling and then just pick it up.
I see, and there it is on the ground.
See the...
You're looking around for the ball there in that middle picture.
Then the umpire finally picked it up and gave it to me, and I made my throw.
You made your throw after that, huh? All right. This is obviously, you know, we get a shot of it.
This is
obviously a team.
This is a team picture that once a year they have these team picture days is what they are, and on this particular day, this cost Bob Gibson, one of the great pitchers in baseball, it cost him and I a couple $100. They had taken the picture and they had proofed it and everything, and then brought it back to the ballpark before they finally caught that scene there.
What? I can't. Can you come in a little closer on that?
Well, Bob and I are holding hands.
We're gonna get a close shot of that. You certainly are, aren't you? Guess who's coming to pitch? That's a funny put on. And they went out before they really took a close look at it.
Yeah, they brought it back ready to give them out before they finally.
You two clowns are sitting there smiling like two. That's great. All right, now this picture must be obviously of an exciting moment.
Yes, this is on a day when the starting lineups were put on the board and the ball club found out that I wasn't playing.
Celebrating early there.
Everybody's very happy.
I convinced they were. This is you, isn't it, Robert? In this last picture, I can't even guess what you're doing here.
Well, this was taken during the 1964 World Series. They had 4 bands on the field, and one of them took a break, so I grabbed this guy's tuba, and I was catching fly balls in that tuba in the outfield. That cost me $260 too. Well, all the dents that were put in the
They find ball players for almost everything, huh?
Yes, they do.
Kind of behavior. Did you read Boughton's book at all, Ball Form?
No, I didn't. I heard a lot about it.
Where he kind of copped out and told tales out of school, as it were, about some of the ball players. They were kind of...
Well, those guys, football players and baseball players, those guys, they can write anything they want, but where would they be without it? They keep knocking it, but they all played it and they all made a good living at it. I would never knock it.
Really. You don't believe in coming back and then saying, here's what...
Well, I really don't. I was happy to survive as long as I did.
All right, we'll come back and talk about your career a little more, because you've got fascinating stories. We'll return in a moment after word from one of our sponsors. We're talking with Bob Uecker, who spent 14 years in the majors. Was your dad an athlete? I mean, where did you get you got the physique of an athlete? Where'd you get the ability?
Well, I guess I did get it from my dad. My dad came to this country as a soccer player.
I didn't know that.
And well, he wasn't actually a player. He blew up the balls, is what he did.
That's part of it.
Well, the big thing, I think a real tribute to my dad was the fact that they didn't have pumps at that time.
And he did that anyway.
Yes, he did. He did a beautiful job.
No, I've noticed when I watch ball, most athletes, for some reason, go through kind of rituals or superstitions. They wear the same uniform, the same pair of socks. I think one of the tennis players, somebody, Cliff Ritchie, has one pair of trunks. He plays a match, washes them out, and uses them because it's a superstition. Now, does that run in all athletic
Well, I guess I had certain things that used to bother me. For instance, maybe I'd leave the house, I'd be walking outside, and I'd hear one of my kids say, another day, another dollar, 4 at bats, another collar. That would make me think that I wasn't going to get a hit that day.
Your own family?
Well, I know my dad many times would ask me, I'd be leaving the ballpark, and he'd say, where are you going to be sitting today?
That destroys a man's pride.
I mean, you haven't even got there yet. And or if I'd see a bulldog running across the field with a cigar in his mouth, I knew I wasn't going to get a hit that day. Or maybe my last time at bat, I'd look in the visitor's dugout and see all the guys sitting there with their street clothes on.
What's the weirdest superstition with other players?
Well, I've seen a lot of players. Other players, some fellows have a superstition about picking up dirt. They pick up dirt. I'm sure you've seen them do it, and pick up dirt and throw it out of their hands. And if you do it, they'll do it again. I don't know what it is or why they do it, but if you pick up dirt after they do, they'll bend down and pick it up again. I mean, this can go on could be a 9-inning dirt picking up.
Yeah.
You see players, a lot of players coming from the outfield to the dugout. They always have to touch, well, either third base or second base, whatever it is.
I've seen that when they run in.
Now, a player on our bench would try and race out there and beat him to the bag. And it really does bother a lot of players. I mean, if somebody else touches a bag before they do, they're done.
That's all over for the day.
Right. I never had the problem of touching any bag.
You didn't make a lot of treks
No, I
around,
didn't.
did you? Did you hit many homers in your career at all?
No, I didn't. I think, well, there were days, a lot of things used to bother me, John. I'd maybe get a threatening phone call from somebody where, I'd pick up the phone, the guy would say, I hope you get a hit.
And you'd choke right there.
Well, I mean, it just, there's nothing you can do about it. It just bothers you the rest of the ball game.
You ever play Little League ball?
Yes, I did. Well, they didn't call it Little League ball at that time.
Yeah.
They changed the name a few years after I started playing, but I played Little League baseball, and I think really too much emphasis is put on winning and losing with Little League players, really. I know I tell my boy, he comes home and talks about not playing or another boy is better than he is, and I tell him well, you've got to work harder, you've got to play more, you've got to try and do your job better. And then, of course, if he's still better than you are, well, then it's up to you to get him on the side and just hit him with a bat or something.
You've got to have a certain amount of aggression there.
Yes,
Child has got to forge ahead. Let me interrupt here a second. With transit fares going up, are they going up again? Yes. Oh, I didn't know that. You certainly don't want to be paying for 2 seats, do you, Ed?
Not me, Johnny, but you don't have to starve to reduce. Your daily weight control program could start with this: the Kellogg's Special K breakfast. Special K cereal, juice, orange or tomato, a little sugar, some skim milk, and some coffee. And you know, a breakfast like this satisfies the appetite all morning. And it's less than 240 calories. It's 99% fat-free. What a delicious way to fight inflation. The Special K breakfast. Now let's hear about another good Kellogg product.
We are back. Thank you.
Even as we speak, you are in Las Vegas.
That's right. I work there Friday night and tomorrow night, Saturday. 2
Right.
shows. Just for the weekend.
That was a good sketch.
Get my breath. That was fun.
Good, funny sketch.
I'm still wearing it.
Wasn't it, huh? Very funny.
See, the trouble is, I explained last week when we did one of those sketches, you don't have time to change, so I still have my white.
Oh, that's
So cute.
very nice.
Could have been worse last week. I was wearing
the
what?
pink.
Pink ones. Anyway, we had a great show tonight.
Cupid.
We have Florence Henderson, we have comedian George Miller,
Right.
and Kurt Thomas, who just last week I saw.
Is he beautiful?
I think it was down in Dallas or Houston, and won a gold medal. Just sensational.
Oh.
Just sensational. He's going to be here, and Dean Martin is here tonight. Now, as you probably know, if you watch the Dean Martin shows and the Dean Martin roasts, some of the brightest moments on television took place during those roasts. And what they've done, they have a 2-hour special, which are parts from all those various roasts for various people. They put them together in a special that airs Tuesday, February the 6th, for 2 hours, which will be a lot of fun. Would you welcome
February
Mr.
6th.
Dean, what did I say?
Tuesday, February 6th.
February
Did we
20th.
miss it?
February 26th. Everybody knows somebody sometime because I like you.
No, I just saw your last sketch.
Yeah. I've seen you do things like that.
Well, that's why I said, oh. You know the difference between a snow tire?
Don't you dare do it. don't you dare. I told a little joke backstage, and it was just one of those kind of inside show business jokes. And don't you repeat that, or we won't talk about your show.
Okay.
Would you like an answer?
Well, then we'll start. Howdy.
Howdy. How are you, Dean?
When's the last time you were here? Dean, it's Friday.
Am I being interrogated?
You're being interrogated. When was the last time you were here?
Last time I was here was when I was sitting right here.
That long ago, huh?
Yeah. That was about...
A year?
No. About a year and a week.
You've got a memory like a
Oh,
like
I got
trap.
a memory like a elf.
You just file them back in there, don't you? You know, I never see you around when I'm out. Where do you hang out?
Well, I hang out around the house. That's the whole band, huh?
They're clear over there on the other side of the stage.
Oh, I want to say one thing. They have to listen.
Well, you can't say it. We're on the air. What do you want to say?
I just want to tell you, you shouldn't quit this job. No, they're applauding because they love you, you know.
Well, that's very nice of you to say that,
But it's a different reason for me.
what, why don't you
Two
want me?
reasons.
Yeah.
First one is, when I hate to sleep in the dark. You make a good night light.
Look, it's a public service. I can understand that. Is there another reason?
The other reason is your monologue, it puts me to sleep so nice.
Dean is one of the great compliment givers in our business. Yeah.
No, I watch it all the time.
I know you do.
I watched it last night with that Looney Anderson. She was great.
Lonnie.
Huh?
Lonnie Anderson, not Looney Anderson.
Lonnie?
Lonnie Anderson.
You weren't loony after that one
I was
thing
loony. You
did?
got a point there.
Whatever?
Yeah. Now, you're not doing a regular show every week. Do you miss that?
No.
I do that occasionally just to kind of clue myself in.
No, we're going to start doing... Hey.
Yeah.
That hurts my ring. We're going to start doing a show every week. Not me.
Yeah?
Nebic. NBC.
Oh, Nebic.
Going to have different hosts every week.
Mm.
Mine starts March with Marriott Hartley.
Oh, that's the thing they call the big
show. The big show.
Big show. Big show.
Yeah, everything. Ice.
Are you going to skate?
Me?
Yeah. Because I want to catch that show if you are on skates. I don't want to miss that.
Only time I'm around ice is when it's...
That's right.
Huh?
I don't know. Go ahead. You had something else?
I have nothing. No, You're going to go... Why am I shouting?
I don't know. It's just right here.
You're going to Vegas right after this.
I'm going to fly right up there and open tonight at the Sahara.
And work 2 whole days?
Well, I work Friday and Saturday. 2 days.
They asked me to take this over if you quit, which I don't want you to.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I said I'd take it over only on one condition. If I could work like Johnny works. They said, how's that? I said, 1 day a week.
What do you mean 1 day a week? 4 days this week.
4 days?
No, one more. 4 days. 4 days last week, 4 days the week before that, 4 days next week.
Come on, I didn't have that many girls.
That's the way you pace the shows,
Yeah,
huh?
two times.
You don't have long romances anymore, do you?
Mm-mm.
What do you watch besides this show?
Well, The Rifleman.
I'll be back. Going down to get a lube job in my chair, and I'll be back. Chuck Connors, The Rifleman.
Uh-huh.
Good show.
And Harsky and Stutz.
Harsky and Stutz.
Yeah, I love TV. Just those 2 shows,
Just
sports.
those 2 sports. How about the Olympics? You been watching the Olympics? The Olympics, the Winter Olympics, Lake Placid.
No, they're called off.
No, those are... No. That's a damn shame. You apparently misunderstood. The United States is not going to go into the Summer Olympics. I'm talking about the Winter Olympics at Lake Placid. Those weren't called off.
Oh, I thought they were just doing the ones they did in 1976.
Well, that's not a rerun. No, this is actually live. They're doing these all this past week or two. Skiing and the skating and...
Real?
Haven't you seen the biathlon?
The what?
The biathlon.
What's a biathlon?
Biathlon is where they ski like cross country. Then they have to stop like every 1,000 meters or 5,000. They take out a rifle and shoot at targets. Then they get up and ski to the next. That's called the biathlon.
You put me on?
No. That's called the biathlon.
I heard of the decathlon.
Yeah.
The biathlon.
Biathlon. Skiing and shooting.
But I've been busy. I just finished my first novel after eight months.
Writing it or reading it? I don't know. You're a slow reader.
No, you're right. They're good. I'm going to start on another one next week.
I seemed to jump in the wrong place there, didn't I?
No, are you kidding? Because after this, what are you waving at?
They want me to do a commercial.
What's wrong with it?
No, it's nothing wrong with it. We have to do this just so we can pay you for being here tonight.
I don't want paid.
Really?
I got so much money, it's disgusting. What good is it? $800 for an apple. Boy, you ought to see this apple.
See, I didn't jump on that one. I laid back. We'll be right back after this. Thank you, Doctor.
Beautiful. Oh, you ought to buy your own horn, boy. Yeah, that's great.
Doesn't he play clays?
You're the best in the whole world. I mean...
Yeah, that's without a doubt.
You and me will team up. What is this stuff about? All these, the sayings like, love makes the world go round.
Right.
It might make it go up and down a little, but it ain't going to make it go around.
You've obviously looked into these things. I didn't look at it that way, but
that's what I wanted.
Remember
cold coffee.
Remember Joey Lewis's great saying, you can lead a horse to water, but if you can get him to lie on his back and float, you got something.
Yeah, and also he says you're not drunk if you can lay on the floor without holding on. He said that.
Now tell them what you got in the cup. They probably think it's booze or something. You always pretend.
It's booze or something.
Oh, I know you drink a lot of apple juice.
If that's apple juice, then I'm Al Capone. No, I just
That was a good year for apples. Hey, speaking of, I was thinking of read an article today on Atlantic City. I remember one of the first times I saw you working down at Atlantic City at the old 500 Club. That's now gone, I suppose.
It's not down.
In Atlantic City, at Atlantic City.
Over
in Atlantic City.
Down Atlantic City?
Oh,
you know where Atlantic City is?
Certainly, it's in New Jersey.
Oh, you know where New York is?
Yeah.
Would you say it's down from here?
No. Over.
Across.
By. In. I went at New Jersey was where I went. Anyway, you were working...
Does he know when he's laughing?
No. Not anymore. No, once you've done it for many years, it just kind of goes with the job. You were working at it. What was the question I started to pull?
500 Club.
Is that
500 Club.
Is that still there?
No, it's now a club. It's not there anymore.
Yeah. What was it like?
But we are building a new MGM hotel there.
Are they putting one up down there?
Oh.
That means yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
But I won't work in it because when I'm going to be through, I'm going to become an evangelist.
How you mean you're going to heal people and...
No, you don't believe that. Are you kidding?
I believe that. Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Well, look,
I
take a
believe
shot.
in God.
Take
hey.
a shot at it. You don't know. Cover yourself.
No, I believe in God and all that, but I'm going to be evangelist.
Uh-huh.
Did you see 60 Minutes about 3 months ago? Where it showed...
Oral Roberts?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Big airplane, 707, and then about 15 little Lear jets following him.
Hotel rooms.
Whoa, and
Cars.
then on the ground there's 19 Continentals, 43 Cadillacs waiting for him.
Mm-hmm.
They make a lot of money, boy.
Yes, they do.
They can't send it to God, you know. He ain't even got a zip code.
So they have to do something with it.
What's he going to do with money anyhow? He wears a sheet. If it gets dirty, he'd jump onto a cloud. Two nice little clean it up for him. And if they want to be nasty, they'll charge him, you know. And God, he ain't got no money.
That's
but
right.
if he'll jump on another cloud and go to Jesus, because Jesus saves.
That's right.
He's got money.
You're going to make a swell evangelist.
Oh,
I think people ought to follow you. You're going to lead them.
oh, I'm going to heal more sober people. I'm going to make drunks out of them. Yeah, I feel sorry for you people that don't drink.
Why's that?
Well, when you wake up in the morning, that's as good as you're going to feel all day. You don't even smoke and you got that. Would you mind putting this here?
Right over here. Enjoy yourself.
You ever go back home? Remember home? Steubenville, Ohio. You ever get back there?
No, there's nobody left there. They
Well, there must be somebody there.
No, it's
just
closed.
It's closed.
It was so small.
How small was it?
You know the sign where it says you're entering Steubenville?
Yeah.
On the other side of the sign says you're now leaving.
Steubenville.
There's no more.
How?
It's gone.
You used to work also in a steel mill?
Oh, I worked at a steel mill. I worked every place. Gas station.
Well, you didn't work every place. You worked a lot of places. You didn't work in
I was a croupier.
You didn't work in a maternity shop, did you?
A what?
You didn't work in a maternity shop. You couldn't have worked everywhere. You worked lots of places.
No, but I'm going to be evangelist.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That'll cover it. Of course. How silly of me. Dean, why don't you tell us a little bit about your show coming up, February 26th. What can we look forward to?
Well, it's called The Big Show.
No, I thought that... No.
I have a funny feeling we did this.
No, you're talking about The Big Show. I'm talking about your show, the 2-hour special on February 26th. Is that The Big Show?
No.
That's not The Big Show.
No, that's my roast.
That's what I'm talking
The
about.
best of the roasts.
Mm-hmm.
And
Tell us about that, Dean.
well, the first one we're going to roast is Tony Randall, but we're going to use real wood and fire.
Oh, that's a roast. You're talking about your basic roast.
No, because he told me once, don't light that cigarette.
That's right.
If he'd have said, please, I can't stand, I'd have still lighted.
You still lit, but... And now these are a compilation of all the best parts
A what?
A bunch of things they put together.
I have a tough time with always. Compilation there.
Well, this is a bunch of clips
A bunch of clips, yes.
from the various shows.
Bunch of clips.
Yes, that you put together to make a 2-hour show from your best roast shows. Isn't that about it?
That's exactly it.
I couldn't have said it any better. Matter of fact, I just did say it, didn't I? Who's on some of these shows? Who's on? Who is on?
You got a eraser on both ends.
Where?
You don't tell me there ain't an eraser on both ends?
No. Just a regular pencil.
Yeah.
Starts to get you after a while, doesn't it,
Yeah.
Julia? Look, while we're getting the film clip.
I want to see the film
compilations.
clip.
We're going to show the compilations.
The compilations we're going to...
As soon
Is
as-
that anything like the Appalachians?
Yes, absolutely. It's a
Oh, they
small...
caught a lot of our guys up there.
It's a smaller range. It's the Appalachians
The
and
Appalachian.
and the compilations are just below that. People don't climb them anymore. We're going to do this. Going to do this first,
Oh,
though.
I thought I was taller.
We'll be right back, folks. We are back. We're talking with Dean Martin. Right here.
Boy, those were good clips.
No, we haven't shown it yet. Those were the commercials.
Oh,
We haven't shown the clip of your show yet.
but they were good.
I remember I did 2 or 3 of those roasts with you. I know I was on
yes.
one for Jack Benny. You did one for me.
Yes. Well, almost everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a clip I brought with me. Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. Okay, shall we roll this? This is just...
We're going to roll this now?
We're gonna roll the show.
Won't you know, 3 marriages, you got the...
No, that's all right. You told me about the joke in there. Newhart does a joke in one of these things, and that's all right, even though my wife is here tonight.
No, I mean, you got no... you don't have to be afraid of anything. If you're making love to your wife. Your wife's name is Joan, Joni, Joanne, you can't make a mistake. Oh, Joanne,
Yes, I got to be very careful.
Me, I can't make a mistake. I either call mine baby, honey, or sweetheart.
Well, you're clever.
No, I'm Italian.
Watch the monitor here in the studio.
That's what I want to see.
Here's the clip right up here.
Where?
Right in this set over here. Cool.
Well, that's what's going to be on my roast.
Yeah.
2 hours.
That's going to be great because you're just going to take the great moments out of all those shows and
Yeah,
put
they
them
were
together.
a lot of fun.
God, it was great seeing Jack again there.
Yeah,
Really was.
Jack.
Yeah.
He was
Really
beautiful.
Yeah, those were funny shows. We're gonna do a commercial. You want to stay a while, Dean?
Well, I sure don't have to have a truck hit me, boy.
No, I didn't mean it. No, I didn't mean it.
First, you asked me on the show, and then you tell me you want to stay a while.
No, I didn't. No, that was in the way of an invitation. I said, would you like to stay a while? I thought maybe you had something very important you had to go to.
I got nothing or no one to go to. I just back up. Since the rain, I finally got what I wanted.
What's that?
A little house on the rocks with water on the side.
Okay, we'll be right back.